Hey guys, my name is Kara. I live in Roanoke, Virginia. Today I'm going to be telling you about a story that changed my life drastically. It happened about 3 years ago, and it was when I moved out of my parents' house. The reason I moved out of my parents' house was because they lived a very addictive, dysfunctional lifestyle, and I soon picked up that lifestyle without telling them because although they lived that lifestyle, I knew they held me to much higher standards and they viewed me as perfect, and because my self-worth was in them, I wanted to stay perfect. I lived that lifestyle for about a year or so, and then after a year they found out. When they found out, they were very devastated and disappointed in me. They didn't understand how I could do such a thing. They made me quit my job, they took away my car, and I was pretty much on house lockdown. They were very much verbally abusive to me, and I ended up hating myself. My self-worth went down the drain, but they also wanted me to get on the right path, so I started working for a family that goes to my church. When I started going to their house, I told them that I didn't want to be there, and I was just devastated. I was depressed. I didn't know what to do with life anymore, and I told them my story. She pretty much told me that although I messed up big time, that any kid my age would have done the same thing I did because of the lifestyle that I was around. She told me to get on the right path. I should probably move out of my parents' house because to get on the right path would be hard, still living in that kind of environment. So I moved out of their house and I started living with this family. It was very hard because my parents didn't support me. The family loved me like their own, but I didn't feel like their own. They also tried helping me, but I wasn't allowing any help because I was just so upset about everything. I learned that I needed to get out of the corner, and by that I mean like when people are around, I shouldn't expect them to come to me because they're not. I have to go to people, I have to talk to them, I have to ask questions about them and not be so selfish. So that's what I started doing, and I started learning how to build actual good relationships. I also started going to church more often because that was a rule for their family. So I went to church a lot, and through that I started realizing God's grace and forgiveness. I had always known about it, but I never really grasped the concept. So when I did, it was amazing because I realized that no matter how much I messed up, that there was still grace and forgiveness for me. When that happened, it was like an eye-opener. I all of a sudden realized that my worth is not in my parents, it's not in other people, it's in God, which will never change. I also learned that no matter what I do, I'm still God's child. So although I messed up big time, it was never going to change. And it was a really big eye-opener, and to this day, me and this family have a great relationship, and it's just like the second family that I've never had. And my parents and I relationship is actually much better because I'm on the right path like they wanted me to. And through that, they actually have stopped their addictive behavior and still trying to get on the right path, which is hard for them. Alright, well, thanks guys for listening. Hope you like it.